What's up everybody, Jose once again from PetRockMedia.com. We're back with another video, and today we're going to dive into one of the newer cameras that we have added to our arsenal, and that is the Fujifilm GFX 50R. So we're going to talk about adapting vintage lenses, specifically some Canon FD glass that I currently have mounted right here, courtesy of a Pixco FD to GFX mount. Roll the intro. Okay everybody, if you're new here to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, punch that bell icon so you'll be notified each and every time we post videos or go live. It greatly helps out the channel, it keeps the lights running, and I greatly thank each and every one of you for doing so. So a few weeks ago, we picked up one of these bad boys, the Fujifilm GFX 50R medium format camera, rangefinder style camera, when they were running a promotion which dropped it down from $49.99 all the way to $34.99. And one of the first things that I have always admired with a medium format camera, not only is it the increasingly high megapixels and the amazing lenses that you can get with it, but it's also adapting older vintage lenses. Now, from what I've been seeing, the Fujifilm 50X or the GFX 50R is amazing when it comes to adapting vintage lenses. But specifically what I wanted to do is adapt my old Canon FD mount lenses from my old Canon film days. And one of my most favorite lenses, other than the Nifty 50, the old school 50mm 1.8 that almost every Canon AE Program 1 came with, was the 28mm lens right here. I absolutely love this lens combination, and the combination with this Pixco FD to GFX mount and this lens right here has produced some pretty amazing images, as you can see right here. The dynamic range, the overall color reproduction, shooting in Fuji's well-known classic chrome film simulation, shooting in that X-Pan style panoramic image. They make the images look really amazing, and I for one cannot be happier with the image quality that I'm getting out of this, what is essentially a big brick, and these adapted lenses courtesy of this adapter. Now, one of the beautiful things about this particular camera is that you can adapt almost any lens out there, courtesy of some somewhat inexpensive mounts sometimes, and sometimes they can be a little bit pricey. This particular adapter from Pixco retails for $74.99, and in my opinion is well worth it. It has solid construction, it goes on and off relatively smoothly. One of the main issues that I wanted to make sure that a mount adapter didn't have was its inability to get on and off super smoothly and super fluidly, risking damaging the mount. So all you'd have to do is just click on here, twist it, and it comes right off. You can see very few objects, and then all you have to do is just align the red dot right there. See if I can get it in focus. You align that with the dot here, and then you hear that click, and then now you're off and shooting. And then of course, just like with any other lens mount adapter, it has the ability to be wide open, so you shoot it at its widest aperture, which for this is 2.8, or you can have it to where the adapter does not control the f-stop, and you are actually controlling the f-stop as well. And this lens is a 2.8 to f/22 lens. And shooting in broad daylight, occasionally you will have to stop this lens down, obviously, especially if you follow the f/16 sunny rule. So just, I mean, a beautiful lens, and you can see it there kind of opening and closing. So that's one of the great things about this adapter. Most adapters do that as well, but the fact that you have that control over this particular lens, and then you can also have the Fuji automatically crop in to give that X-Pan panoramic style shot, which does decrease the slight vignetting that you will get occasionally with some lenses, depending. This lens does have a little bit on the edges, but I usually will crop in to that nice 16:9 style, if you will, of panoramic images that this thing can replicate, courtesy of the in-camera JPEG automatic crop. And then what is also great about that in-body crop is that it will do it to the raw image as well. However, when you do load them into Lightroom, you will also, if you go in there into the crop mode, you'll see where it's automatically cropped, and then you can just reset it to provide you with the entire full image. So it's not a locked into crop that you'll deal with. It's just something that will show you in camera so you can see what it looks like. You can photograph, you can adjust, and you can frame your shot, take it in that field of view, but you also are given that extra latitude in post-production when you do load these images into Lightroom. But that wraps it up, guys. I just wanted to make a quick video of one of my favorite cameras to shoot with as of late. Yes, we have Leicas, we have other Fuji cameras right now off to the side. We have a Fuji X-T4 that primarily shoots a lot of this channel's content. However, right now we are testing out the Sony ZV-1 and what it would look like to create some content on this channel. But again, this brick of a camera, if you will, which does have its limitations, doesn't have the best back screen, but what it does have that I didn't think I would miss on the X-T4 is this particular style of flip screen, especially when I'm trying to shoot way down low and trying to get certain angles. This particular flip screen is pretty spot on, and I think that's what allows me to fully enjoy utilizing this camera. Again, it is a brick. It does have some hefty weight to it. It's not the lightest camera, but some of the images that these things can reproduce and just give you with, especially if you utilize vintage lenses, is just phenomenal in my opinion. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I do plan on purchasing other style of vintage lenses, not only Canon. I'm going to be switching to Nikon, Nikkor style lenses, and just seeing what kind of replication and what kind of images we can get courtesy of this monstrosity of a sensor. I can show you right here. That is a medium format sensor. That is a beast of a sensor, and it allows so much flexibility when cropping in, if need be, the ability to shoot in that cropped form factor to replicate that X-Pan style from Hasselblad, which Fuji helped create. And just having that flexibility of cropping in that way with very, if any, image loss is pretty phenomenal and pretty remarkable. Now, the unfortunate thing is that this has gone back up in price as of today, July 20th, 2020. Hopefully Fuji will put them back on sale. I was also able to pick up their somewhat of a pancake lens, their 50mm, which is essentially a 40mm, 3.5, which is essentially a 2.8 aperture lens. Beast of a lens, pretty snappy autofocus. I'll be doing a review and taking some sample shots with that as well and posting them. But again, what I really do love about Fuji cameras just overall is their incredible adaptability to putting vintage lenses on there, and the GFX 50R is no different. Again, if you are new here to the channel, I greatly appreciate you stopping on by. Hit that subscribe button and punch that bell icon so you're notified of all the videos we will be posting, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys. Peace.